Hey everybody, my friend Miss Adams shared this with me, and you all at this point in time are well aware of it. I just wanted to add a little thought to what he was pointing out. It's a short clip. Here's the title. Just check it out, right? Just think about
the history of the Pokanoket tribe. Actually was the headship tribe of what you call the Wampanoag Nation today. But when the English came to this country, this whole area was known as Pokanoket country, or King Philip country later on. Any map prior to the King Philip War will stay right on in Pokanoket country. So Wampanoag is a name that was given to us during the King Philip War, around the year 1675, 1676, when the colonists outlawed the word Pokanoket.
Now think about it, right? In the world where they still paint everything black and white, I want you to think about this, right? Who did this? The lawmakers. Think about what they're trying to say. Think about when you try to confront them over the way they're treating these children, locking them up in cages, separating from their mothers and fathers and stuff like that, right? They tell you, oh, it's the law. The law says to do it. So I want you to think about it. If we can just imagine what it was like then, and just sit back and think about it. It's the lawmakers that are doing these things. The power of being able to enforce this is in those that keep writing these laws, right? So while everybody wants to keep you distracted, Trump said this and so-and-so did this, remember, keep your eyes on those that are sitting up there that actually write the laws, because they're the ones that are going to affect you and me. It is their desires to do these things. Every time you turn around, you can almost use every example, right? It's the lawmakers. It's the attorney. It's the Pharaoh, right? It's what Jesus always fought against, the Pharisees, right? The Pharaoh of the sea and their laws.
And made it illegal for you, if you were male 14 years of age or older, to say you were Pokanoket.
See, they made it illegal for you to claim who you are. How can somebody come and take your land and then tell you you're not who you are, you're who we say you are, right? The mindset of just inferiority, the mindset that I have the capability of saying, I don't care what your history is, I'm going to erase it. You're going to be what I say you are. And now look at them fussing today. You're tearing down the statues of our Luciferian ancestors. You're erasing our history. Oh, we will not be forgotten. Well, seems like something in Deuteronomy 28 is completely coming true.
And they started calling us Wampanoag at that time. Just like,
right? Like, let's just say for a moment, you see another example, Christopher Columbus, right? He had they say if you read the Los Angeles Times piece that it's not Indian, but it's Los Indios, God's people and God's land is what the article writes that Christopher Columbus said he found. God's people and God's land. And then here in America, instead of calling it what he originally said, Los Indios, they call it Indian, right? A corruption of even what he was trying to say.
And that was a law that was on the books until after the year 2000. And if you were 14 years of age or older and you were male, they would kill you on sight. If you said you were Pokanoket, they could kill you.
And then, come on, go back. We could pull up any of these videos, right? Pull up any of these videos. Oh, great-grandfather told my dad that he wasn't allowed to speak his native tongue when they went out in public, when they went to the store. And the stories in the South, right? He wasn't allowed to speak his native language. No. I know the allusions back then was that they were talking about the African language. We see with the whole, what was it, the roots thing, they try to tell you, oh, you were speaking your African language and they were beating it out of you. But I've always, stated, I don't think it was that. I think they were beating the native out of you. And then when you watch Dark Man X's videos and he's explaining what's happening down there in Jamaica, right, with the Arawaks, how if there's not enough of them in population, then someone else can then come in and incorporate Jamaica and make it their part of their franchise, right? So if we get you to shut up and not write on these sentences that you are who you are, and you are, instead you're going to write what we say you are, because we won't kill you then if you claim that status, right? Then we'll let you live, but now you're erasing yourself from history with the threat of death. And this is stemming back to lawmakers. Do you hear what he said? It's the law. If they don't have their law, then could they do that to you? I mean, of course they could, but I'm just saying, like, they're trying to hide behind the fact that, oh, the law says, right? But the law is something that they created or they made up. They made.
You want to say? So basically, the word Pokanoket, a lot of people don't recognize.
It almost like goes back to Deuteronomy 28, right? And your name shall be in remembrance no more, right? But not until the time of the end of your enslavement.
But this is who we are, and just last year we took back Pokanoket Nation.
Woo! Ha ha!